Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Got a review for you here on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Spider-Punk version of Spider-Man from the PS4 Spider-Man game. And I love the game. I think Hot Toys have been doing an incredible job bringing out different versions of Spider-Man. Really can't wait for the classic suit and to see what they get up to with all those cool suits from the new Miles Morales game. And this is not my figure, it's part of the stock we recently received at our store, the Figure Pit. And he will be available at www.thefigurepit.com. So hope you enjoy this review, folks. Should be a fun figure to review and pose. Drop a like on it if you enjoy, and leave us a comment. Always good to hear from you. Let's get started. Comes with the usual stuff. We got a bunch of different webs over there, and his various different hand sculpts, and his different interchangeable eyes. A beautiful base with a nice kind of rough surface so it won't get scratched. It's got that kind of surface where it will just stay like this. Just give it a little dust every now and then, it'll be fine. You got a clamp there that goes around his waist when you want to pose him up swinging through the city, and guitar in hand. I didn't want to, I think this is the hand for holding onto the neck of the guitar, but I didn't really want to put it fully in there because it's got strings, so I didn't want to mess with that. Again, it's for sale on our website. It's not my figure, otherwise I'd risk it, but not, and it's not mine. But absolutely striking piece. He's even got his little spiky mohawk, some cool badges on his sleeveless denim jacket. It's kind of reminding me of the 80s. Let's get a nice close-up look at this amazing guitar here. I think we got some humbucker pickups installed, so some meaty distortion can be achieved. And then a whammy bar for whamming. And you got your volume, tone controls, pickup switches, I guess. And the spiderweb motif on there. Beautiful detail on the neck with the strings. And then the headstock has a cool little Spider-Man face on there. So really good job on the guitar. And the strap holds nicely and can be adjusted. It was quite high, so I lowered the guitar a tiny bit, just a touch. A little bit more punk. It just suits his look a little bit more. But yeah, it's a great guitar. It's not the first one I've seen. You saw the one that came with the crow. The John Lennon figure had one. That was acoustic. But this is a beast all of its own. Really fine work there on the guitar. Really nice work on his sneakers here. Kind of like Converse, but with Spider-Man mask where the star would usually be. Nice sculpted laces. They're pretty simple, but there's a nice bit of weathering on them as well. You can see little splashes of mud from where he's been leaping around. And one thing I'm really happy about is it's nice and easy to change over the hands on this figure. I was expecting it to be a bit tricky. Sometimes it can be with these Spider-Man figures because of the red wrist pegs. I don't know what it is about them. It can be quite tight. But this one, the hands come on and off relatively easy. So that made things a little bit less stressful. He doesn't actually have a spider emblem on his chest for this one. So that's kind of a first time seeing that for me with a Hot Toys Spider-Man figure. Love the denim sleeveless jacket, the badges. It's just done really well. And the awesome studded wrist accessory. I forget what it's called. But yeah, really nice as well. Great work on that. One on each wrist. His proportions just look really good to me on this one. Now, in the game, you're just Peter Parker and you're switching suits, so your physique should stay pretty much exactly the same, but I swear this figure has a different body to the advanced suit, for example. Which I don't mind, because it's nice to see a nice little difference. Just a bit of thought going into it. But the proportions on this one are very good. Just his physique looks quite natural. And you can see the details on the back there of all the studs at the top and the SFMN and then the spider logo on the back. So at least he has a spider logo on the back, just not on the front. But really good proportions. The arms are quite beefy on this guy. Very cool looking piece. Look at that. let's get a close-up look at some of these badges. Alright, there you go. I mean, that's real denim, right? That looks like real denim. Very impressive. Close-up action. I'm getting closer than that, man. It gets ridiculous. Look at that. See? You lose a bit of the clarity. Let's go super close on these ones. Whoa! There you go. I don't know what that one right in the middle is, the little red blob. Obviously that's an anarchy sign. But anyway, yeah, that looks like real denim on the sleeveless jacket here. Oh, there's another one. What's that? I'm seeing eyes, kind of a Spiderman one or something. Great looking piece, no doubt about it, man. Look at that. Let's get a close up look at all these little studs on the back here. None of them are missing. All really well done. Very, very fine detail on that. Oh, and the belt as well. That's obviously awesome. It's a really cool figure, man. I gotta be honest, I wasn't interested. Like before I saw this in person, it was just one of those figures like, yeah, I like Spider-Man, and sure, Spider-Man with guitar and a mohawk and punk version, awesome. Just wasn't interested though. Wasn't for me. But seeing him in person now, I could quite happily add him to my collection. He's just a friggin' cool piece. Just turn him around here. And I love that they've done away with the material for the heads. Now they've just gone with the full plastic head. And it blends in really well to the suit. Color matches pretty much dead on. I think this figure will go really well in the custom 1/6 scale alleyway diorama that I have that was made by Cult Creations. I'm going to bust that out now and start the posing fun. But first, quick crack of the knuckles, bust out a quick flex, get ready to deal with the scum, the back alleys of the New York streets. Beware criminals, run in fear, Spider-Punk is here. I'm just going to do a little articulation demonstration. First I'm just going to change his eyes over, which is easy to do. Just press on the back corner of the eye up here, and then just put in the next one. It's like magnets, so it's Q. So talking about articulation, we have some amazing looking up capabilities, some amazing, well, that's about, you're not going to be able to look down any more than that. That's absolutely incredible. Articulation there. You have all kinds of mash. This would be a good one for stop motion, folks. You could animate the hell out of this. Look good doing it too. Arms all the way up. All the way. You could turn them like this. Get them to go all the way up like that if you wanted to. Don't see why not. Get them doing handstands or hanging upside down, waving. Okay. Not great double bend in the elbow. Get that hand all the way up to the head. All the way up there. If you got the mobile phone from the advanced suit version, you can be on the phone. And there's detail in here, like these bits that come in. Forgot about those. Oh, I suppose he's got some pretty decent articulation in the torso here. She does. And get these legs up. Let's see. I mean, they do go up. Feels a bit weird. I was expecting like a more of a ratchety kind of sensation as I was moving them, more of a click, click, click thing, but there's none of that. But they do move up. Careful with the suit. Don't want to spread it apart any more than that, I don't think, because I can already see that's at the limit. So, about the knee, double bend, sweet, and pretty decent articulation in his feet. That's pretty good. So you can pretty much get him in all the classic Spidey poses. I don't see why not. Alright, now here is the figure inside the diorama. It's made to look like the back of a club in an alleyway, like a dirty, kind of grimy New York City or Gotham City kind of look to it. Made by Glenn Page at Cult Creations. There's Glenn's contact details if you want to get yourself one of these dioramas, or maybe just create something totally unique with him, because that's what we've done whenever we got together. We just come up with an idea and Glenn makes it, and he always absolutely knocks it out of the park. So let's do some poses with Spidey. Looking forward to this. So I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain. That's how I'm doing my wall crawling poses, just tilting the diorama back and then posing him like he's crawling up the wall. You just want to be sure to keep something in the background to remind you that that is the ground down there and it's the wall that he's crawling up. But you can see like the fun side of it, and photography and all that good stuff. I've always done this kind of pose here with the diorama with all these new PS4 Spidey figures from Hot Toys, so this is the latest one to get the wall crawling treatment. I'll stick some pictures on Instagram, folks. So that's how I'm doing it. It's pretty fun. And that's what he looks like, just stood straight up in the same pose that he was in when he was crawling on the wall, just with the head tilted down and the feet straightened. Kind of looks like he's doing the dance from Thriller or something. Here's Deadpool and Spider-Man together. Just felt right. Spider-Man's playing him some jams. And here's the "We love you, New York" moment. And what's really cool about these really tough kind of foam material that Glenn uses, those little spider bot things, they stick right on there. And claws just dig in a little bit and they stay on. It's really cool. Alright. Alright, really digging this one. That's a cool pose. Let us know what you think. Comments. That looks pretty epic, man, especially with the setting here. Just out the back of the club, they wouldn't let him play. But that's not gonna stop him tonight. Another little pose for you. Seems silly not to incorporate the guitar into them, so that's what I'm doing for the most part. But that looks sweet. I'm not sure what he's doing. You know, he's throwing up the horns mid-riff. Again, the proportions on this guy, I really like them. He always looks good. Just rocking out. Paying no mind. That's alright. Riffing. Yeah, just playing with the axe. Face melting riffage. Back streets of New York. Here's a nice pose of him just chilling. He's got the guitar strapped around the back. Throwing up the horns again. The other hand on his hip. Casual. Now's the moment to go up and ask for a selfie, I'd say. Now you can get him to sit down, folks, but it doesn't look very natural because the legs don't rise up as high as you'd need them to get him looking natural. He's from the front, this doesn't look too bad, but he's leaning back a bit, and that's about as much as I can get him to kind of sit naturally on something. So just in case you're wondering about that, not that Spider-Man is the kind of figure you want to have sitting down, but it just comes back to articulation and what you can and can't do. Alright folks, well I don't want to keep it too long, and because this figure is for sale on our website, I don't want to go too crazy with the poses. I want to keep him minty fresh. I give this guy, considering what he's supposed to be, you know, the source material and simply just bringing that to life on 1/6 scale, and how well they achieved it, I don't see any reason not to give him a 9 out of 10, a really high score, because I think they did achieve it. The guitar is excellent, the outfit is really good, really well done. The denim seems real to me. The badges, considering how small they are, the detail is fantastic. Just really good articulation. Everything has been done really well on this guy. All the little studs and the belt, all that stuff. Great head sculpt as well. Really perfectly captures the look of this suit from the video game. So yeah, big score, 9 out of 10. Hope you've enjoyed this review, folks. You know, just couldn't go too crazy with the poses. If it was my figure, I would have had him kind of swinging around on his dynamic stand that goes around his waist, so you can lift him up off the ground and kind of pose him like he's swinging through the city. I would have done that if he was mine, but like I said, I want to keep him as fresh as he is for whoever is lucky enough to buy him. So check us out at www.thefigurepit.com and leave me your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think of him? Did you enjoy the review? What was your favorite pose? Drop a like on the video and make sure you come over and subscribe to the Figure Pit YouTube channel as well. Alright folks, this has been the Spider-Punk by Hot Toys. 9 out of 10. Solid piece. See you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.